Hello everyone, this is WatchdogMan4493 here, and today we will be looking at my Goki deck profile. I will be showing some combos at the end. It's a pretty solid deck. There's like one or two cards I'll swap out that I haven't quite managed to get a hold of, and I don't really want to buy. So yeah, let's just get straight to it. First up, we've got my 3 copies of Goki Suprex. This is your main combo starter. It allows you to special summon the Goki to the field, which is essential for starting off the combos. Next we have Goki Octo Stretch. Really useful just as a hand trap to stop your opponent from doing stuff like OTKing you. This in fact got me out of a Trickstar OTK situation once because I halved the effect damage and was able to come back from 100 life points. So that was pretty good. It's definitely an essential card to run at least 2 copies of. Next we got Goki Headbat. A really good extender for your combos and allows you to send a Goki card to the graveyard, which if you're looking at running low on cards in the graveyard to target for Goki rematch, then that can be quite useful. Next we have 2 copies of Goki Twist Cobra. Now Twist Cobra's effect is pretty good. Quick effect, tribute 1 Goki monster, then it give that target's attack to the other card. Yeah, I'm very good at explaining these cards. The only thing I would change is by swapping out a Twist Cobra for a Ring Trainer. No wait, the other way around. Swapping out a Ring Trainer for a Twist Cobra. I run 2 Ring Trainers, but I don't really use them, so I feel like Twist Cobra is a much better option just for the Goki search as well. Next we have 2 copies of Goki Bear Hug. Goki Bear Hug's effect allows you to half the attack of 1 monster on the field when it's summoned by the effect of a Goki card. Really helpful for Goki rematch, and it can be used with Super X, but it's rarely used that way unless you're going second. However, I would probably swap out a copy of it for a second copy of Riscorpio, because Riscorpio is a bit more versatile and you can summon them out if you've got a full field of Gokis. Next, we've got Goki Tag Partner. You only really need to run 1. It allows you to banish it from the graveyard, return a Goki spell from your graveyard back into your deck. It's pretty helpful. Yeah, I'm saying a lot, aren't I? Yeah, I'm saying that quite a lot. I've been trying to stop myself. This is my second recording already. Next we got Goki Moonsault. Very, very helpful for setting up for the next turn. I've got to stop saying So, say you I've got to just stop. Say you take Goki Super X in the graveyard, special summon it back out with Goki Rematch, then you could Moonsault and have a Goki Super X back in your hand for next turn, or a later on play if you're going to do a Goki Thunder Ogre, or if you still don't have your normal summon. And that's it for the Goki monsters. So next, we've got the normal monsters, which we've not got many of, but we've got, oh, I just hit the camera, 3 Blue Mountain Butter Spy. Blue Mountain Butter Spy is pretty good. I mean, you could swap it out for something else, but I think it's just useful because usually you'll be able to normal summon something, and it isn't like Marauding Captain, which starts off a combo. It can both start a combo by giving you an extra warrior on the field, and it can extend a combo by, giving you an extra warrior. See, Marauding Captain, in that sense, is slightly less versatile, in my opinion. However, I could be wrong. So next we're moving on to the spells. We're going to do Goki spells first, but there's not many because they're all quite searchable. We've got 3 copies of Goki Rematch. I would say this is an essential. It's very searchable and it's very, very helpful. It always helps just to have one in your hand for the next turn. And yeah, next we have 1 Goki face turn and 1 Goki cage match. Face turn, it's pretty useful, but it can be shuffled back into the deck with tag partner, and same with cage match, pretty useful. The only thing is that with face turn and cage match, they're not massively useful. Of course, you can use them in some combos just to get better plays, though, you know, very searchable. And I think, yeah, the face turn is only a once per turn, and cage match is after the battle phase, so you would have to do stuff in main phase too, really. Now onto the regular spells. We've actually got our 4 equip spells. So these 4 equip spells are used for Isolde. However, I feel like the only essential one of these to have is Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. And United We Stand is pretty strong, but I feel all of them can be swapped out for any equip card you want. Now on to the final, just last chunk of spells. We've got 2 copies of Call by the Grave because you do not want your Super X to get hand trapped. That's like a no. You do not want that. That can shut down your entire combo, and it can make it go from an OTK for you to an OTK for your opponent. So it's really not a good situation. Next, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. Mystical Space Typhoon just get you that spell and trap removal on the field. The deck doesn't have any main monster spell and trap removal, really. So, I mean, there is some stuff in the extra deck, but it's not massive. You really want that removal just in case your opponent does something to try and stop your Super X again or stop anything else. Next, just because it can be quite useful for the OTK potential, it's Dark Hole. We only need 1 copy, well, because it's limited, really. And it's just very useful. Say you've really not got a good hand, you need a Goki Super X, then, I mean, you could run Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute's a good one, but I was already going mostly spells, so I thought may as well just go all spells. Doesn't really give me an advantage, but why not? So, Dark Hole, just useful. Play it on the field and get your opponent's monsters out of there, or even one of your own, and then search out for a combo. Next, we have 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army. Obviously, it's limited, but very good for searching out Super X or any other card you might need. 1 copy of the Warrior Returning Alive. I mean, this is kind of a filler card. I needed to get it to 40 cards, but at the same time, Warrior Returning Alive can be very useful for setting up to next turn, getting a Super X back out the grave, all that stuff. Then we've got the Monster Reborn in the 1-for-1. 1-for-1 can be used to summon out an Octo Stretch, which is very good for either extending or anything like that for combos. And then Monster Reborn, same sort of thing. You can special summon something back from the graveyard. Just allows you to get those combos off a bit easier or extend them a bit. Next, onto the extra deck. Now, this is post Dark Neostorm, but I didn't really see any of these new Dark Neostorm cards fitting into the deck. So it doesn't use any of the new ones. You could probably fit them in, but I don't see them as an essential, and I don't think they're that great. So first up, for our Link 4s, we've got 2 copies of Goki, the Giant Ogre. It can this card, if you first turn it, or if you get it on the field at the right time, can be very hard to deal with for your opponent. It's got very high attack. You can get it to stupidly high attack, and it's just a pain for your opponent to deal with. Next, we've got 2 Goki Master Ogres, mainly for the OTK potential, like being able to attack all monsters on your opponent's side of the field in one turn. Very good. Very good. A lot of battle damage there. And then 2 Goki the Great Ogre. Goki the Great Ogre, very good if you're going up against any non-link decks, because you can completely stop them. And then Goki Thunder Ogre, another normal, it gives you an extra normal summon. Very useful again. Extra normal summon extends the combo quite a lot. Next we got Goki Jet Ogre. It's a Goki Link 2, gives you an extra 500 attack when it leaves the field. Can be very useful, especially for going into a Giant Ogre, because when you go into a Giant Ogre, it will gain 500 attack, then because of its effect, gain another 1,000. So it would, just using this Jet Ogre to summon a Giant Ogre would then give you a 4,500 attack monster on the field, which is pretty good, and it's not that hard to do, to be honest. We've got 1 copy of Goki Heal Ogre. I was thinking of swapping it out for one of the new cards, to be honest. But, I mean, it can be very useful for very particular situations. And it's not got the best attack, but also if you run out of Jet Ogres, you've got another Heal Ogre Link 2. Maybe swap it out for a 3rd Jet Ogre, I don't know. And then for non-Goki links, we've only got 3. We've got Trigate Wizard. This can be good for a combo that I'm actually going to show you after this. And then we've got Nightmare Unicorn. Nightmare Unicorn is an expensive card. I was lucky enough to pull it from a pack, but if you can't afford this card, look for any other sort of Nightmare removal, any cards that can get removed off your opponent's field, because that's what we really run these 2 cards for. They go into our main combo and they get something off the field. And then we've got an Assault. It's basically essential in all warrior decks. It's a really good special summon. It's just very useful. Okay. So now I'm going to show you a 2-card combo you can do using Gokis to get a field. Depending on whether you have any extenders or not, it can look like... Wait a second, I need to find the cards. Still not finding the cards, wait. So, yeah, it could look like this. Is a 2-card combo, or if you have an extender, it would probably end up looking like this. Arguably a stronger field gets you that banish. Sorry if it's not all in frame properly, that's a Jet Ogre, by the way. It's a pretty good field. I'll show you exactly how to do this right now. So the basic thing you're going to need for this combo is Goki Super X and any other Goki monster in your deck. Ring Trainer isn't ideal, but any other Goki monster in the deck. Let's just go for a Twist Cobra. So, what you're going to do is you're going to normal summon Goki Super X. Oh, I just hit the camera. Activate the effect, special summon a Goki Twist Cobra. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to link those two into where is it? Can't find it. Oh, there it is. In a Sold. Use the Sold's effect to add a Goki monster to your hand. No, not a Goki monster. Any monster. So you could go for Blue Mountain Butter Spice, set up for next turn. Same thing with Marauding Captain. Or you could do what I generally do and get a Goki tag partner. I'll explain why this is in a minute. But also because of the two that you use for the summon, you now get to search out 2 Goki cards. So we're going to search out... Where are they? We're going to search out for a Goki rematch. And then, really, sort of like a Goki monster of your choosing. Probably be best to go for Headbat. Yeah, that's a decision. Now, I am taking... now, this is what your hand's going to look like after doing that. Next, what you want to do, activate a Soul's effect. Send a certain amount of equipped spells to the graveyard. So, personally, I would probably end up... You want to send a Divine Sword Phoenix Blade to the graveyard because you can banish cards and get an equip. So you would banish Divine Sword Phoenix Blade and summon out your level 1 Goki Octo Stretch. Next we got a few ways that we could go really, but I'm just going to do the most simple way. We're going to activate Headbat's effect to target the Octo Stretch, to special summon it, and we're going to send Tag Partner to the graveyard. See, that's why we wanted Tag Partner in our hand, to send to the graveyard, so that then, once Tag Partner's in the graveyard, next turn we can activate his effect and return a Goki spell to our deck, which is pretty fun. So next we're going to use these two to link into a Goki Jet Ogre, and then that's going to allow us to search for another 2 Goki cards. So I would recommend searching for a face turn and any Goki card that you can normal summon. So we have actually used all normal summonable monsters, so we are going to have to kind of throw one away. I guess for now I'm just going to do a Twist Cobra. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to activate a Goki rematch. Bring back any 2 that you want, but remember, because of the Swords effect, you cannot bring back the Tag Partner. So let's just bring back the Headbat and the Super X, because why not? We are then going to link the Sword and the Headbat probably into a Nightmare Unicorn. So now that we've linked into a Nightmare Unicorn, we can use his effect to send a card off the field, which is very useful. Next, we're gonna use Jet Ogre and Super X in order to summon a Thunder Ogre. Then activate his effect to normal summon Goki Twist Cobra, and then we would activate Goki face turn, send Twist Cobra to the grave, and get Jet Ogre back out. So that's how we set up that field. However, you can edit this as much as you want. I prefer to have a Goki Jet Ogre on the field, just because it gets special summon back, and then this gains another 400 attack, I think it's pretty useful. And then, no, you can disagree with me. It might be better just to keep the resources in the hand and summon a Great Ogre, or even normal summon Twist Cobra and go into a, like, Master Ogre. That might be a better play. It's really up to you. But I'm going to show you what to do if you had an extender to this combo. So if you had an extender to this combo, what you want to do is you want to summon a Trigate Wizard instead of a Nightmare Unicorn. And then with whatever extender you have, it could be Monster Reborn, it could be 1-for-1. Let's just, for the sake of this demonstration, say that it's Monster Reborn. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to Monster Reborn whatever we want. Let's just say it's a Super X. Use Thunder Ogre and Super X into a Master Ogre. See, now that is a pretty decent field because you get the 2 co-links, you get to banish. So basically, if you have an extender, you get a Master Ogre, so you still get your normal summon and everything from Thunder Ogre. You just negate the normal summon on the opponent's turn. So with Master Ogre, you can then attack everything. You get a banishment from Trigate Wizard. Just the only real difference in the combos, if you have an extender or not, is that Trigate Wizard and Nightmare Unicorn. If you summon a Nightmare Unicorn instead, you still get to bounce something, you just don't banish it, you return it to the hand. Return it to the deck, I mean. And in my opinion, that's a lot more powerful than sending it to the graveyard, because there's so many decks that want stuff in the graveyard nowadays. I think either of these are very strong first turn combos. In fact, I've first turn KO'd a few people with this combo. I also forgot to mention that Divine Sword Phoenix Blade can be used in order to bring itself back out, and you can give something, banish 2 of your monsters to give something 300 more attack. It's just an option. And then another option, maybe instead of summoning the Jet Ogre, and maybe instead of the Thunder Ogre, would that work? I don't know. So say you had the Jet Ogre and this on your field. You haven't done any. You haven't done the plays past that point. Say you had the extender like Monster Reborn. Oh yeah, you would have a Goki monster on the field, wouldn't you? Sorry, I'm forgetting my own combo. Say you had an extender like Monster Reborn. You could use it here. Get out whatever you want, a Super X, just in case you're finding it hard to see. I don't have much space. And then you could probably use those to go into a Goki the Giant Ogre. Might be better to put it there. Who's, because of Jet Ogre's effect, if you make sure you only activate it then and not before, gain 500 attack, then because of its effect, it will gain another 1,000, meaning it will have 4,500, and then you can Divine Sword Phoenix Blade on it, and that's pretty good. And that just keeps it at that plus 1,000 attack during the opponent's turn as well, and that can be hard to get off the field. But if you're doing that, definitely summon Nightmare Unicorn instead. However, just remember, if you can't afford Nightmare Unicorn, have any Nightmare monster instead. That can do removal just as good. So that's it for the profile. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to leave a like and suggest any other decks that you want to see in the future. I will be doing a duel with this at some point, and I can't wait to show you that then.